Hello, what is up, everybody? I hope you are doing fantastic on this splendid Monday. Hope things are shaping up pretty well. Morning spin. How goes? See, I spent most of my morning, I basically spent all day just like faffing about with stream stuff because, you know, I am going to have to invest some time in getting the setup working if I want to do multi-stream, like 2 PCs thing. I did finally get access to the little whatever it's called, capture card, to test it out. The main problem that I'm having with the capture card is because it's not the one that I'm actually probably going to end up using. It's a 1080p version, and it's very difficult to do duplicated displays with the 1080p cards, because if you've got a 1440p display, then it ends up like not really working very well, which is kind of annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So my stash is a complete disaster. So we're probably just gonna like chill and look at the stash. By the way, if any of the audio levels are messed up, this is like the second thing that I spent most of my morning doing, which is I've been battling with a program called Voice Meter Banana, which is basically how you can route audio virtually, and it's what most people use to, you know, mix stuff and move things between one PC and another PC. But it is not very easy. It's not very easy to do. And once you've done it, you're kind of all in on it, at least a little bit. It's like, I think it's one of those things. Once you get used to it, then I think it'll be okay. But right now, it's kind of tricky. I've got it like, so I managed. To be fair, I think I actually got further than I thought I would. I managed to get everything set up between the stream PC and my PC. So I managed to get my microphone on its own line, managed to get this computer's audio on its own line as well on the other PC, and I managed to get that going through the LAN as well, because there's like a bit like I was talking about this video via LAN thing before, using a program called Teleport, which is a bit like NDI, but NDI has some like sync issues. So it's a little bit like that, but for audio. So you can send it through from one voice meter to another, but obviously like audio doesn't take anywhere near as much CPU as sending like a whole video does. So that's basically what I spent the morning doing, and that actually worked. And then, much to my dismay, because it's then routing through voice meter, you then get a delay in your own headphones hearing your own game. So when you shoot, there's a delay between hearing the audio and seeing it on screen. And I was like, no! It's like so annoying. So I'm like, I started to try and look into bypassing that, and then I ran out of time. But it does work, technically. I have actually managed to make it work, which I was pleased about. But, oh gosh, yeah. These things are not easy to do. So once I've got everything set up, then I'm probably just going to buy, I think, when I was putting stuff out on, oh, you know, I can sell these on the flea. Not that, to be honest, not that it really matters. Let's just focus on cleaning. And I might get one of these 4K 60 Pros Mark II. That's what like Mayor uses, I think, and that's fine. And because that it supports 1440p, I'll be able to just like duplicate my display. I want to basically what I want to do is I want to avoid. Apologies for all the stream technical talk, but what I want to avoid. You have it because there's a way that a lot of people use capture cards, and they run OBS on their gaming machine, but just very, very light mode, and then they project a version of their like game monitor onto the capture card, and that sends it through. So it's quite light on resources. The problem with that is that OBS just isn't compatible with this HHES thing. So I want to be able to like not open OBS on my machine. So it's like a whole nother section of stuff. So then I need a card that then I can duplicate and blah blah. Okay, so the progress bug, I'm talking about more interesting stuff like Tarkov things. So the progress bug with Lightkeeper was basically if you handed in Chemical Part 4 to Peacekeeper, to Prapor or to Therapist, then Skier, if you look at the completed quests here, so there's this one here, Chemical Part 4 would be failed. And they made, BSG made Network Provider, they changed it to make it easier, in inverted commas. And what happened was they added Chemical Part 4 as one of the requirements. So if you handed it into Prapor Therapist, this fails, and you can never get Network Provider. Which is quite funny. So if you look on the wiki now, it says Chemical Part 4, or Out of Curiosity, or Big Customer. So if you've completed any of them, now you get access to Network Provider. So, because we were going to do I was actually been looking at this and working on this, and then suddenly I realised that I couldn't. So that's the deal. That's the deal. I actually only have 3 of these, annoyingly, so we're going to have to probably play Lighthouse a bit more to get the last one. And I have 1 G phone. I like stupidly didn't save any of this stuff for this quest because I genuinely didn't think I was going to do it this wipe. But now that we know that the wipe is going to be in August as well, that is a long time. So I'm thinking, let's do it. We can just go and get Lightkeeper and it's no big deal. Morning, quick question. Does PvE mode now show in your game? It does, it does. Every single person has PvE on EOD, as far as I understand. I was like one of the very last people to get it, so I do have it now. Instead of fixing the actual problem, they created a band-aid solution. I wouldn't say so. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a band-aid solution. It's just that the quest that they've picked is a bit silly because there's 3 parts to it. So it's because they picked one of the 3 parts. And now they've put all 3 parts in as a, you know, as the requirement. So I feel that's okay. Something weird with my, yeah, it's in 16 by 10. I could tell something was weird. I was too zoomed in here. This is because I was faffing about with this capture card. That's why it's like screwed up my screen and stuff. At one point, like everything went black, and I was like, this is not good at all. But it turned out that it's because I've got like a bunch of different monitors plugged in, and it thought that a monitor that wasn't plugged in was my main monitor. And all I had to do was just like type my Windows password in on this like blank screen, and then it let me in and it was all fine. I could fix it from there, but I thought I'd like actually broken something at one point. All right, we got a random. Oh no, but you could sell. No, but you can sell Intel now. I was like, I'm just going to use the Intel for stuff, but you could sell the Intel now. Of course you can. Of course you can. So we're just going to sell it. Yeah, so we need to clean up some of this stuff. I don't know what to do with the PKM. The PKM's like, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's not useful for gunsmith or anything like that. So, don't know. But yeah, I need to fix this stuff because this is all the stuff that we got given for Tarkov TV, and I never went back and fixed it in my stash. So now's the time. Now's the time, I suppose. Okay, that's slightly better. What's this got in it? It's just like class 4s in it. There's class 4s in it, mate. Okay. After watching your YouTube for videos for years, finally catch you live on Twitch. Excellent. Well, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, the first part, as I said, is probably going to be a little dull because I'm just like fiddling around with trying to get rid of stuff in my stash. I do like this new non-finding raid flea thing because you can do that basically. You can just like buy a bunch of stuff and then stick it up at different levels. It's quite cool. I'll put them up here still. It's fine. You can like try to corner the market at least. You could attempt to. Usually you just end up spending money and it's futile, but I'm actually going to move. Let me move this along a little. There we go. Yeah, what's wrong with Lightkeeper path on PvE? Nothing should be wrong on PvE with Lightkeeper. I didn't do Lightkeeper on PvP. That was kind of my issue up until now. I didn't actually do it, so okay. Right, I think what we're going to do then, we're going to just start. We're just going to start like trundling through a few bits of gear and stuff. We'll go back to Lighthouse. We'll try and get this final like ScavTalk radio. Get rid of these. I'm amazed these like trade at such a high level, to be honest, given what they are. I'm like slightly pleased after doing all the audio testing about the different headsets. Like it's not actually too bad. You could use different ones. Like the M32s actually don't sound that bad. If you're like going to play CQB, then it doesn't really matter that much. We've still got our funny M4. Should we just use that for now? Because I've got it here. Could just like play aggro ADAR M4 and just jokes with it. It's kind of entertaining in some way. All right, 5551, 56, cool. What armor are we gonna wear? Something easy. Okay, Thor. We got in this bad boy. Oh, this plate is smooshed. Okay, put that in. Repair this guy. Yeah, so I've got the keys that I need. I don't know whether I wonder whether USEC keys still give you CFDM radios. It gave me the Vertex, but I don't know if it gives you the CFDM. I don't actually know. Interesting one. I'm not sure. Put these scuffed ones on. Fine. Oh, and then, yeah, adrenaline or something. Protol, whatever. Oh, did the price of adrenalines recover? Because I quite like adrenalines. It's like they're like 20k now. It's like almost worth just buying Propies now at this point. That's actually, especially given that you can get the limit. Yeah, because I forgot. Because they're pretty much always sold out. Right, let's go to Lighthouse. Let's do this thing. I guess we'll go in the morning. Might be kind of dark, but it'll be fine. Let's do it. Right, are you in PvE? Nope, I'm in PvP. I'm not intending to play PvE on stream, really. Any idea what task the mutant is locked behind? I can't remember. I mean, we could just look it up. Which one is it? Bullshit. There you go. Spear versus MDR. I mean, the spear is better, but the MDR is like 4 times cheaper. So that's really the thing. Most people can't be bothered to use the spear because it costs so much. They're like very similar, right? Yeah, we're talking about 308 MDR versus the spear. Like 308 MDR is like it's just really good price balance with whatever. Like people still care about that now. Like people still think the spear is like way overpriced. I mean, it is, but I don't know how much they are on the flea now. They were expensive like before the economy broke. Hooked him up already. Oh, I see. Yeah. I agree though. I agree. Spear selling around 300, 350 on the flea. Oh, really? It's probably because people just aren't buying it. Yeah. So the Lightkeeper bug, we were talking about this before. So if you had waited, I was caught by this in a really specific way because most people had already done Lightkeeper, it didn't matter. But if you had already done Network Provider, you wouldn't have seen it. It was only if you were like trying to get to Lightkeeper just after the BSG patch where they made it easier to get to Lightkeeper, in theory. But basically, they made Chemical Part 4 a requirement, but if you handed it into Prapor, you failed Chemical Part 4. And so you couldn't get it. You couldn't get to Lightkeeper. It was quite a funny bug. Bit broken to buy your 3 spear and then resell them. What do you mean? Yo, Balti, wouldn't happen to know a fix for constant connection to server lost error? I assume nothing to do with your net. I don't really know. Oh, per reset. You have to do like Lightkeeper tasks to get to them though, no? Like I still think it's broken. I don't like flipping on the fleet. It's not something that I like at all. I think they need to get rid of it. For next wipe or whatever. Afternoon, hello, Deathmate. Oh no, man. Yeah, so like lots of people are doing the shoreline like bosses quest thing. I can't really be bothered. Like fighting the bosses all in one place. It's just not really my vibe. It's fine, but can buy 3 spears for scope suppressor for 1960 US and then sell them to make $700 profit per reset. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just free money, right, for people who have got higher traders, which is, I just don't think it's a good thing for the game. Like those people don't really need the extra money. How's it going? Wet was dried up. It's actually okay. Like yesterday was glorious, but it's not too bad. We'll go Merin first off. Oh, per gun. Holy crap. Yeah, that's insane then. Yeah. But like the whole trader flipping thing is just busted. I don't think it should be a thing. I love the arm on my PMC doing that. Rokill medal. Yes, I got burnt up near Manchester. Nice. Nice. Yo, Frankie. Where should we go? Lower shallows? On this way? Maybe? I'm not being very careful. I feel like I'm just going to get shot in the head. I wonder how many people are actually playing Lighthouse now, though. At this point. People tend to only play it to task, really. So did you hear that then? That was the audio bug, but for like shots, very specifically. The funny thing about this, like the audio glitch, is that it still technically exists in the game, but it's only for like grenades and bullet bounces and stuff like that. So it's like it's not as bad as it was. Like footsteps have been carved out of the problem. So now it's kind of alright. Like, and now it's just an annoying glitch. As opposed to being like game-breaking bug. It's funny, I've been like doing technical stuff all morning for the stream. I'm jumping in now. I just don't feel ready to meet someone and fight them. It's so funny. I often feel like that after the weekend, actually, though. Because I don't typically play over the weekend. 2 hours in the morning watching little one is rugby match. 2 hours putting garden furniture together. Nice. Well, that's, you know, that's productive. It's good. It's good. Yeah, I spend a lot of time with the fam over the weekend. And, like, broader fam as well. My folks live, like, quite close now, so... Spent a bit of time with them. My sister was back up. It was nice. Yeah, again with the little ones sitting around doing what they do. That's how it be. How it be. So yeah, let me know, guys, if the audio sounds okay. Yeah, it should do. I think the levels look alright. Cool. I didn't do too, like, I haven't changed too much, but I was having a look at the microphone and stuff and just like figuring things out, and I actually put a compressor on, which I haven't had on before, because I'm not very good at doing it, but I got a bit of help from somebody who knows what I'm talking about. Quite nice. God. I'm half tempted to just go like hillside rather than trying to run up into here. Like if we don't find anything up here, then maybe I'll go back to the upper chalet, but I feel like people loot those like quite consistently, so it's probably already done. Maybe not though. Which quest? I'm on the very first one. Network Provider Part 1. I haven't actually done that one because I ignored Lightkeeper this wipe. I just couldn't be bothered to do him. I was quite saddened by the lack of like in-raid traderness and all of that stuff, and so I thought I'm not going to do him this time. I'm going to do other stuff. But you know, the way that the wipe has gone, and with some of the drama and blah blah, and then now that like made making content like really weird. And then now that we know that the wipe is going to be early August, it's like, okay, well we've got like, you know, we've certainly got some time. So let's just get him done, because there may, who knows, there may well be an event where he's like required or whatever. You never know. Yo, Ninja, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. Streets of Concordia key room in that one office. I see. I found one there. I didn't find any more. I only found one. At one time. Certainly don't find them all over the place, I find. But no, I think you can find them in here. I feel like the wipe should have been sooner. I mean, me too. But it is what it is. Right, let's run over to Hillside House, see if we can... Hillside House gets me killed, like, quite often, I feel. Only thing that's good is that I kind of came down from here already, so it's decent. Looks like they extended the raid times in PVE. Oh, good. Good. Mr. Egg. Thank you. We'll take you. Really what I'm after, but... Roller. Down there. There'll probably be something else I can stick in there. Ah. That's pretty expensive. Yeah, I think we'll just try and quick run through like the various areas. Just depending on where we spawn, we'll just like speed run in, get the stuff done. Is that Scav? Not sure. The answer is yes. I'll just get this guy. All spawning in the street on me. So is that Lightkeeper my goal? Currently level 36 and 2 max traders. Yes, I think Lightkeeper is a good intermediate goal. You have to do most of the stuff, pretty much all the things except for the Lightkeeper questline itself, you have to do to get Kappa anyway. So do Lightkeeper and then see how you feel. Hate the Shoreline event. It's impossible to get the resort. Yeah, I'm just probably not going to play it if I'm honest. Yeah, glad they let us know. Exactly. No, this is an M4. And basically, I had like 2 stupid M4s built for peacekeeping mission, just to have a bit of fun. The M4 are. Because you can build them again now that the lower has come back on the trader, which is good. So, I'm just running an M4 right now. Runs so clean? What do you mean? What should I do to complete the Shoreline event? Always die on the way to resort. I don't know. It's not an event that I really like, particularly these ones. I'm not really that fussed about them. Like, I'm probably not really going to do it. I just don't really care. Didn't realize Lightkeeper is easier. Oh, yeah, Lightkeeper is way easier. Yeah, it's way easier than Kappa. Yeah. You have to do everything in the game to do Kappa. It's like nothing like doing Lightkeeper. Like now that they've reduced the requirements as well, like I had no intention of getting Kappa at all this wipe. I'd like no plans of it whatsoever, and I did quests basically just to get XP to get to level 42. On the rework of the Lightkeeper quest lines you actually need to do, I just had access without doing anything. So you don't need the vertexes anymore. Basically, there were 2 like really annoying blockers for Lightkeeper, at least for me. One of them was Tarkov Shooter Part 7, which is just pain because you have to go through the Tarkov Shooter quest line and do it. And Part 7, at least it's not, you don't have to do Part 8, which is the most annoying one. But Part 7 is also, you know, quite hard. Just takes a while, and if you don't like bolties, it just feels very pointless. But the other one is you don't have to do peacekeeping mission, and that's kind of fine. But the reason why that is amazing is because you don't have to do the quest before it, because Lend-Lease Part 2 is a prerequisite for peacekeeping mission. And Lend-Lease Part 2 means you have to find a vertex, and that like ends up being the biggest annoyance. It's like the reason why it ends up becoming so painful. Right. What requirements are lowered? Yeah, so I mean, if you look on the thing now you need to do a fuel matter, which is Ragman's one, broadcast part 2, Cargo X Part 4, which is one of the Peacekeeper quests. You have to do basically Chemical Part 4 or any of the others. That was the bug, by the way. If you handed Chemical Part 4 into Prapor like I did, originally when they changed this, you couldn't actually do Lightkeeper. But now you can. It's now any of the 3. Courtesy Visit, which is Jaeger's one. Database, which is another Ragman one. Gunsmith 10, House Arrest, which is a Streets quest. Lost Contact, which is a Lighthouse one. Seaside Vacation, which is another another Lighthouse one. Cult 2, Huntsman, Path, Forest Clearing. It's a lot better. A lot better. So yeah, all of like Tarkov Shooter's completely gone in its entirety. Peacekeeping mission isn't required. Lend-Lease 2 isn't required. So no vertex, no shooting people with bolties. Like you can get to them just by doing these. Like I would consider all of those like basic quests. There's nothing really in there that's like particularly hard. Are there any that are like really tricky? I don't think so. Which one's Broadcast 2? That one's also quite easy now. You just go to Streets and find the shop and just like see the camera. Like these are all really easy. I think they're not straight. They're not hard. They're all straightforward quests. Basically, have Shooter 1 in Heaven, Psycho Sniper, and Tarkov Shooter 8 left for Kappa. Just a few others that are just dull on high difficulty. Yeah, just can't get into EFT for those tasks. Exactly. That's why I can't be bothered, because like I kind of want to do the tasks I want to do. And like with not having to find the vertex and stuff, you know what the irony is, I did actually find the vertex in the end and was like doing peacekeeping mission, and then they removed the requirement. Took the vertex farming out of it too. Yep. No longer this hardcore endgame trade locking majority of player base off of him. Well, you still have to do all of the Lightkeeper questline, which is not that easy, right? You have to do... I'm on network provider 1, which is quite straightforward, but then there's... You know, you have to like plant the things around the map. You have to... The most annoying ones is going into Lighthouse to try and find the dongle and to try and find the actual like flash drive V3. That's the hardest quest in the series. But they're just like, go and find the thing. They're not necessarily really tough, like, yeah, faulty headshots and stuff. What are the main unlocks behind Lightkeeper? Yeah, there's like CQCM mask, the spear, and the death shadow, I think, are the 3 that I know of. Just finished Hustle. Which one's Hustle? Oh, with the blue folders. Right. I kind of want to go... You know what? Maybe I think I'm going to go and fight somebody up here first. Yo! 1,000 bits.
Morning. First wipe, finally got samples done and have access to the Team Wendy helmet. As a new player, I've been running the Team since 2001. Is there any point to running any of the Peacekeeper helmets like Wendy's or the Ops Core?
Nope. I just run it. Basically, you want to be... If you want a face shield with them, then sure. If you want to have... Like, the advantages of those is that you can have, like, ear protection and a headset on. But the ear protection is class 3, so it just doesn't, like... Doesn't move the needle for me. I just don't think it's really worth it. Like, if you want to go fully geared, then, like, sure, you can. Actually, there's one here, so let's have a look down here. That one, paid. There you can be other good stuff down there. Actually, let me go up. Let's go up first. I might just get shot doing this, but... nothing down there. Can be stuff in here. Hopefully everybody's given up on looting Lighthouse. Right, we'll go down and look at the... here. Sky Pass. Yeah, the problem is I find that face shields, like, by the time you get access, face shields just don't do anything for you anyway at that point. Okay. Like, we could go upstairs for Bitcoin, maybe, but I'm not sure if I could be bothered. Light's been dead for me, don't go too running on. It was like last week, there was a couple of things going on with it. I'm kind of hoping it's dead just so I can like run through and farm the items I need. Really being the CFDM, that's what I need. CFDM radio. Give me my radio, boy. Run the fast because I love the rack sound profile. Some people love it, some people hate it. Always spoke with Lightkeeper. Basically, if you handed in Chemical Part 4 into Peacekeeper or Therapist, you couldn't do Lightkeeper. They changed it, screwed up, but it's fixed now. So if you were looking to do Lightkeeper and your network provider part 1 disappeared, then it's back now. Daily reminder not to use point fire without a laser on. I didn't put a laser on this gun because it's an ADAR. Point fire is ass now. You need to ADS. What's in here? A skull. If I reset my cat right now, would it be hard to level back up? Not if you know what you're doing. Who's that outside? Is that Scabby? Yeah, they have fixed it, yeah. Someone forgot to add those 2 tasks to line of code. I know, they've obviously just looked at the quest line or whatever and forgot about the 2 other alternatives. Because I was going to start doing it the other day and I was like, ah. Thank you, Ponzo. Fully auto ADAR. Yes, it's good, isn't it? Peacekeeping M4? Yep. It's because I started doing peacekeeping mission. And then they made it not a requirement. It's just... Holy moly. Did you hear that? Something just literally flew past my head. Did you guys hear that? That is scary AF. I don't know whether that was like just collateral bullet coming from somewhere else or somebody up on Stupid Rock, something like that. That's terrifying. Yours did have a laser. Oh, you're doing it wrong then. Just intrigued if there's some chump sat up here doing lovely sniping. Can't see anybody. I'm getting my headshot off doing that. What SMG for headshots? I really like the MPX. The MPX is super good. So low recoil. Nice fire rate though. P90 is also good. But I like the MPX a lot. Especially for CQB. Like the P90 could reach out a bit further. Faster bullets, less drop off. But MPX is cool. Shot to the head is death. Yep, shot to the head is death most of the time. That's why I'm not really that fussed usually about the helmets, but this late on. And that's why I've stopped worrying about neck armor, because like, again, neck armor when you can only wear class 3 on it anyway, it feels like, just feels kind of pointless. Like, occasionally you get killed by a scav or something that like buckshots you to the neck, but like all the players are going to kill you. Like even if you get hit with 855, you're still going to die most of the time. Just doesn't help enough having neck protection. Like unless you can change it to be class 4, like I feel like they should do some work on the armor system so that you can better armors give you that protection and there's a disadvantage for it. You know, like speed or whatever. Because like if you look at the Duke T5 and Zabralo and things like that, like no one uses those anymore. They're just not good because there's too many debuffs and you don't get enough for them. It's like, oh yeah, you've got extra coverage at class 3 across like the groin or the back of the neck. Like, okay, that's not worth losing 10% move speed for. Like the soft armors on those big armors like definitely need to be like tier 4 or something, or at least around the thorax. I don't know if the neck is like too OP, I'm not sure, but nice guy pass. Oh, you can find these in raid. Okay. I didn't think you'd be able to find them. Should I try the 1100 RPM? I almost feel like it's too quick. I feel like 1100 is like too fast, but depends what you're looking for. Another nice guy pass. These things are 2 a penny. I had a random stream pop up from Nice Guy yesterday, and he was doing a test stream on Twitter, of all places, and I was like, I didn't even know you could do that. He's doing like a multi-stream between like Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. Once I have my full stream setup going, maybe I'll do it. I don't want to add any more encoding to this machine right now, though. I got the Twitter pop-up too, even though it's disabled. What course are you doing? I'm doing Network Provider Part 1. I'm looking for a CFDM radio. The other stuff is like relatively straightforward. Gas analyzer is probably the second hardest. And then G-phones are just like filing cabinet type loot. And what's the other one that you need? There's another one that's easy-ish. G-phones. Gas analyzers, CFDM radios. Oh yeah, and electronic components, so like in PCs. Yo, Jory, I'm good. I'm good. Hyped after Tarkov TV. I've had a like super busy weekend. I kind of wanted to put something out about. I had the audio video that I put out this weekend had already been done, and I wanted to do something about Tarkov TV. I just ended up not having time at all. which is a shame. Because I did want to do something about it, but it's all good. I still might. I still might. Yeah, running armor rigs and super light level 5 plates. Yeah, these things are the goat, aren't they? These are the GAC plates. I sometimes run these, like Tallcom Guardians or whatever, in the back of the Thor when I don't think that I need the... Like, I'm underweight anyway, and even after looting stuff, because I've got, like, a light gun and whatever. Yo, Ghost. How's it going, man? Maybe we do sell a few of these. Just get them out of the way. Cyclones. Nice guy passes. I think we maybe want to keep the GPs, maybe? Maybe? Let's just sort out the money for a sec. So where's the cash? The cash money! Cash money! I'll just get rid of that. And then... Stick that in there. Has this got... Ah, it's got a lot of space in it, to be fair. It's fine. Cool. Right, that sorts that out. Oh, I didn't even eat my peas. I ate your peas. Oh, we've got double mule as well. You can't sell these, can you? Oh, no, you can. You can sell them. This is the new one. This is the new craft. There's like an EOD craft that you can do for these. It's like a baby 3 BTG combined with like a baby mule. Like 900 seconds, which is nice. 15 minutes. And you get more perception, more attention. So perception here further, although Nikita said that's going to go away at some point. Attention, loot faster, and weight limit plus 15%. Well, it's probably not something I'm going to use. It's alright, but... It's alright. Muley boys, they're a bit more... Do you need mules for anything? Like finding raid? I've got loads now. Let me check. I feel like you do, maybe. Or is it just samples? It might just be samples. What's first in line? Oh, that's literally the very first quest. Okay. No problem then. Just get rid of him. Okay. And a skull. Right, back in again. Let's go. We just got to chain these until we find the Coffee M. Never seen the cultist before. Was in the backyard resort. Heard the knife sound. Turned around a black-hooded figure with a Pestily mask on. I actually screamed. That's good. GC plates are nutty good. Yeah, they are really good. Hex grid barter. There are some really good barters now that they added. Crouching audio surprised me a lot from your video. I thought minimum speed was way quieter than max speed. I know, me too. It was. Up until recently. It was. There's a few things in there that was really insightful, actually. Stuff like walking is like way louder than I thought. Like the running volume has been brought down, but the walking volume seems to have stayed where it was. So walking is like nowhere near as good now. Kind of just want to run around a bit more. Not bothered by skills except the perception distance. Yeah, that's fair. So what's your Reduce T5 video from a few years ago? Is the armor still good? No. Basically. Because the thing is, like, you basically have the same protection as everything else now. And it's just class 3 outside of the plate. So it's, like, pointless. And you get loads of debuffs for it, right? Negative ergo, negative mood speed, negative turn speed. And it's just not worth it. Like, that's what we were just talking about a minute ago, actually. Like, Zabralo, Reduce T5, Gen 4 full is, like, to push. Because it's class 3 more places. Like, who cares? Like, it used to be class 5 more places. It's such a huge nerf in comparison. Awful at the game, but it's those screams, the ones we had when we started playing as kids, so they only get here. Shoreline event apparently is still going on, yeah, but I just don't really care for it that much. How does everyone feel about the AVS rig? I'm digging the price in the slots. Neck is exposed, but doesn't matter. I think the AVS is a really good alternative to something like the ANA M2 rig. Like, it's also decent. Yeah, I wish it was proportional to the amount of sound you make. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how their audio system's set up. It's really odd. Any tips on marking resort ambulance? I'm in PvE. Well, given the event, is the event in PvE as well? I guess it must be. Nice new vid, first wipe, learning so much. Hey. Well, that video was an update of a previous one, but like, I don't think, because of all the drama and stuff, I don't think anybody had actually gone and updated all of it, including the headsets. So, that's why I thought it was a good time to go back and have a look at those things. Yeah, no problem. I discovered the new secret tech, by the way. I was talking to Church about this on ScavTalk. So I'm setting up a streaming PC. I spend like some of my time talking about that recently because it's like engaging my at least part of my like brain power at all times. But I've got it's a whole independent PC. So it's got its own mouse, keyboard, and headset. And what I was doing is I realized that with a second PC setup, because I swapped my 3070 GPU into that machine, I can run Tarkov on both computers at the same time, and I can play co-op offline with myself. And what you can do is you can either, which is what I was doing first, I was putting this headset on and taking this ear off and then putting the other headset on that ear and having the other ear over there somewhere. So I could hear both at the same time. But equally, which is equally as good, is you can like place the observer somewhere and put the headset on from the other PC and then play on your computer and you can hear what you sound like for someone else stood in a particular position. It's like really insightful. And it's one of those things, it's actually quite hard to put like concisely, I mean, I'm going to probably do it at some point, but it's hard to put concisely into a video. Like when you're just able to flexibly just run around and do that, it's kind of cool. Like I need to play with it a bit more. There was some stuff in there that was like quite eye-opening. Are you saying the test demo in your latest video was yourself? Yes, it was. It was indeed me. Is that an M4 with ADAR mods? Yeah, it's an ADAR been swapped onto an M4 lower. Lightest arm with best plates. Does soft armor even matter? I mean, like, it does if you get shot in the neck with a buckshot, but this is the thing, right? Like, it's this small area. If you get shot in the face, you're dead anyway. If you get shot in the chest, it doesn't matter. So it's like, that's why a lot of people are just kind of wearing whatever. People are just like buying something that's decent, like Bagari, Korund, whatever. They just buy it and then run it. Like most people are just like, I think that's why they're changing the armor system, because a lot of people have complained about it, but people are just like not engaged with the system. I think that's the problem. Like I just run the Thor and the Defender now, really, and maybe the Osprey sometimes. The event is PvE good. Piranha's still good for shotguns. It's less so at this point in the white, but yeah, it's still okay. Hysterical. I was wondering who you convinced to do this all. Yeah, it was me. It was me. But it's really yeah, it's much easier for like boring stuff like that. I quite like testing with everybody for like fun stuff like armor testing or whatever. But for like doing like audio stuff, I can just do it on my own, which is like. It's just easier, and it's because it's very time consuming. I had to reload. I made a load of mistakes with the testing. I had to reload in like 5 times. It's like really dull to do that with actual people. You know? Okay. Save you from random shotgun pellet. Yeah, exactly. We'll go. Yeah, I'll do the same as I did before. I'll go back to upper channel. I think the other one has got a higher chance of a CFTM. I think. 2 separate thorax hitbox for vitals and non-vitals. Yeah, I mean it would be good. Because that's basically the issue, right? Like, they've got a realistic armor system with an unrealistic health pool. That's why Grey Zone's armor system works, because you actually have vitals and no HP. So Grey Zone actually works better with an armor system like this, because you have the organs modelled and no actual health. Which is kind of good. Armor in PvE is very inconsistent. It's because you can get shot through the soft armor. What? 60 euros? Come off it. Okay. So let's go up to this bit up here. Into these. $10. No. Dirty pool euros, yeah. GP coin. What else going on? Is that about it? Any good one in the medic room? Not usually, just a bit of med stuff. Post-inflation gaming, exactly. There's a millions of rubles. I guess we will check it here this time. Seems to be that, like, when I find a Bitcoin, it's either like here or over here. Okay, nothing now. I should actually, let's eat these peas at this point. So, where am I going to go now? Oh yeah, lower shelf. Should probably go at the back really. If I'm being prudent, I'll go at this side. Yeah, the high val spawns, I'm not entirely sure whether they all spawn the same stuff or not. I never really quite figured that out. Right, so Acer. Here. Maybe I'll just make like some ergo amendments to this gun. I don't mind the recoil so much, but okay, well that's how you get vertexes. Does seem to have a higher chance in there than everywhere else. I checked, like, I didn't used to check these, and I think that's maybe the reason why I wasn't finding vertex. These do seem to have a much better way. Which valuable spawns would you check that I didn't check? Or do you mean, like, not pressing my face into it, like, completely? Why now? Hillside again? Maybe we just do the same run. Tested reserve for the radios. No, not really. I don't know 100% where to find them. I've definitely found a radio up there one time, but I'm not a big like reserve underground person, so I don't actually know the spawns like in and out. Some of them in, is it King, the one in the middle? I've gone around looking on top of those. In D2, I'm not sure. Because with D2, you have to spend most of your time fighting people off, right? And it's just annoying. Is Marin good for 2FDM radios, though? You can look at the top of the safe. If the dot doesn't appear, there's no loot, so you don't need to use the key. Is that true? Is that actually true? That's big brain, if that's true. Holy moly. Well, those safes are weird, aren't they? Because they're like... I said when I picked up to keep them, I literally, until this wipe, I've never looted those safes. I never bought them and just never went in them. I didn't think they were worthwhile until people said they could spawn vertex. So I wasn't actually aware. But they're strange safes because they are the only ones that actually have like stuff in them. You know, they're not a loot box, they're a loose loot container. It's like really odd. Queen in the garage bay, yeah. I can't wear both of those in. Yeah, I've had CFDM in here before. This is like where I used to find them. In either this room or this room. Like on here. I'll look back in Hillside House. Hillside's got like that one spawn. Off an empty 2. Yeah, doesn't the distance vary with the skill? It does. That's a bad place to get stuck in the bush. Wait for me at a low level. Okay. The safe thing was if you look at the top of the safe, you can tell if there's an item in it because the perception dot appears. And so you then don't need to use the key. Was the point. Nout. What is that? Is that gun? Well, this one, the one I'm using. Oh, it's a beaut, isn't it? Don't you like it? Don't you love it? I like it. Don't be gun shaming. The bench you check the garage, the 2 spawns next to each other. Check the table on the middle floor. Check each seat. Yeah, top floor, face check all the boxes and shelves, the bitcoins give them glitch. Yeah, like that's fine.
Twitch sub.
Yo! Zaki with the 32 mods. Appreciate it, man. Is it worth checking, Merrin, for CFDMs? 32 months is a really long time. That's nearly 3 years. It's actually insane. Has anybody ever had a CFDM radio out of Merrin? I don't really care if I die with this loot. I don't have loads, but got a lot of moment. Okay, we'll go check it then. We'll go try. Damn it. Somebody said at one point you could get a GPU in that room, but I've checked them so many times and never found them. Never found one over there. We appreciate you. Well, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I'm just a guy with an unusually unhealthy interest in the mechanics of this damn video game. If there's not a CFDM in the mayor's building, then I don't care. Thing is, water treatment, you have to fight the rogues, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather play more raids away from the rogue camp. I end up spending half of my time just in PvP and dying and loading back in because I died to some goober than I do actually looting. Nothing unusual, we all know. Exactly. Goddamn cancel on that. Oh, so Marin's already here, so. Which room? The bottom floor, left-hand side, all the way at the back? No, not PVE. Somebody over there. You can see PVE in the bottom left on PV game mode. Ah! So you could do that. Why is he dead? It says PDF for the raid ID. I didn't know that. Interesting. How are you getting scav spawns on the road? They never spawn for me. I don't know. I don't want them there. Let's be clear. Get the hang of it? Yeah, I know. I know. I'm told. I'm told. It's just one thing that I never bothered doing. After they changed it so that claymores spawn up the top of the rocks on the western side, sorry, the eastern side. It's a sad time. The whole thing's just a sad time. I never normally check this building anymore. I used to check it. I've literally never found anything of any value in here. Not ever. I'm happy to eat my words. This is the one, right? People talk about this box. I've never seen anything in that box ever. And then this room, I think, was another one that people were talking about. You can get stuff on the floor here. So that's that one is at least a spot. I know kind of about that one. I guess if it spawns ace, I guess it can spawn CFDM radio as well, I suppose. I'm doing network provider, the very first one. Claymore's easy to avoid if you hug hard right until you get severe attacks. Yeah, I mean that's all I do now. But like I don't bother trying to like fight any of them from up on top. So you actually get on... How do you get on the building 3 roof without going, like, at the front and getting shot by the others? How come using that gun? Because I was doing peacekeeping mission before, and then they removed it as a requirement, and then I have it in my stash. That is the answer. And it's so bad... It must be being used ironically. It's not even just like a bad build that's been thrown together. It's like, it must be a meme. Yeah, the OG M4 builds. I have a very soft spot for the M4 DAR. The M4 DAR like kickstarted my YouTube channel on Tarkov. Very funny. Have you completed the event quest? No, I can't be bothered. Like killing all the bosses in one raid doesn't... Do you have to kill them in one raid, or do you just have to do them bit by bit? I just don't really want to do it. Oh, rip the rechargeable battery barter. Ooh. Yes, you used to be able to swap a rechargeable battery for an M4. Jerry Bryant, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate it. Thanks for the subs, guys. Other easy place near the projector room of building 3. Oh yeah, that's in water treatment though. Fruit crate in the Van of Sunken Village. It's a little bit out of the way, I guess. A little bit. It's probably no worse than Merrin, though. Not in one raid. Bit by bit. I just don't know if I want to do it. Doesn't sound that fun.
Gold, please.
Free bats, thank you for the prime. I used to run AD on Lighthouse so much when first starting out. Yeah. Either super fun or frustrating, 0 in between. Also, it's like it's painful solo, right? Run Lighthouse at night, you just walk up the stairs under 3 in the mounted rogue run accurate you? Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Okay, let's dump the junk. See, now I don't need a vertex. Now they're going to be very easy to find, surely. It's just the way it is. How many more use have we got on these things? Oh, they're quite decent usage, so... Probably delete some of these early game presets. Things getting chewed up. Repaired to 100, perfect. Doesn't seem to be an achievement, not unless they're adding it later. Yeah, we'll see. They did that last time with the Malasanita. This one seems like a more normal event. This isn't like a bonfires thing we've set it up, especially with a big trailer and whatever. This one's more, yeah, bosses are there, go and enjoy. The achievement you can get for doing it in one life is Snowball. Yeah. Die on the outside of a resort or die to camping scavs or get 100k XP and 2 to 20 mil. That's basically it. It's the first two that I don't want to deal with, to be honest. You know what? That was a good time. That really was. When the Tarkov community was doing, like, the PvP streamers, when they were doing Snowball, that was a good time. I actually I was watching Landmark do it for, like, a while. I used to watch his stream when I was up in the night with the little one. It's the only time I really had time to, like, watch Twitch streams or whatever. I just had to, like, chill. I used to give our daughter, like, a bottle feed at 11:30 or something. And it used to take ages. He was a very slow drinker. So I just used to sit there and watch Landmark doing, like, Snowball. What's the deal with London and Birmingham? I wonder why everyone hates these cities. Birmingham is huge. It's just huge. not like it's not like super north, right? It's like West Midlands, but it's just like this huge sort of fairly ugly sort of blob of a city up north, or at least, yeah, as I say, in the Midlands. So it's not necessarily that nice a place in general. Some of the city centres are okay, but it's not too bad. London gets hate just because the vibe there is like very, you know, in your face, and it's incredibly expensive for literally everything. That's why that one gets hate. No, not this spawn. I've been actually getting kind of decent spawns up until now. I'll go and try and do Merry now. I think somebody spawned over here, so we'll see whether we run into them or not. My office is in London. Most people's are, and I think that's, again, another reason for the hatred. It's just like London's just very expensive, very corporate, very busy, very busy. Also, I will say that we've got like a sort of unusual. It's not super unusual, but we've got like a unusual-ish concentration of power, I should say, in the UK. We're a little bit like, I think only South Korea is worse than us. In that most places have their cities do different stuff, right? Like the seat of power for the government, usually not necessarily like the center for whatever. For example, like Washington versus New York, or Berlin versus Frankfurt, that kind of thing. So you don't always necessarily have like industry or whatever in the same place as like political power. Whereas in the UK, as I said, we're kind of like South Korea in some ways. Like everything is in the capital city. It's like it's the best for most things. It's like the lion's share of GDP or whatever. Like GDP per capita is just like higher there than everything else. Or what the hell, mate? I wonder if we should check. We'll check in this house quickly. Food can be good. I mean, you got any kind of food you like, so yeah. London, you go in, do what you need to do, and get the hell out. I mean, some people love it, depending on where you are. Like London is also huge and very, very, very varied. So depends where you are. Some people love being there and doing the thing and doing the stuff. Some places are very nice, and some places got lots of events on. Your life experience is going to be very different if you live in, Bethel Green versus if you live in like Knightsbridge, right? And it's like the worlds apart. So it may as well be two different towns. They're like not the same. Get this time. Meldy. What romantic the capital city goes? Ferris wheel is a giant pickle. That's the thing. It's very corporate. Some of London is nice though, as I said. Some of London is nice, and some of it's bad. But I think the centre for me is just very corporate. And then it's another one of those places. It's kind of like hyper touristy too, so that also makes it just like busy and a lot of people looking around. It's not necessarily that nice to like live in that. I didn't clear this up here, so it's slightly dangerous coming in here before clearing the top section. But I'm going to do it anyway because I don't really care. Anything down here? South Korea is extreme though. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant though. It's like they're like the extreme of the situation. Whereas we are what? Like 20%? Like it's not nowhere near as bad. 25%? Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember what the relative proportion of people living in London versus the rest of the UK is. I can't remember. Rio versus Sao Paulo? Yeah, things like that. Royal Armouries Museum is not in London. That tells you everything you need to know. Knowledge of London comes from Doctor Who. How often are you invaded by aliens nowadays? Oh, continuously. Yeah, I see. Can't escape. Can't escape from alien invasions. That sure is true. I just noticed you upgraded to a 4070 Ti Super since your 5800 X3D upgrade video. Are you running 1080p? I am not. And if so, do you have to know what FPS gets on Streets? No, I'm not running 1080p. I'm running 1440. But Streets is not that much different, I would say. Probably the biggest difference is this map. To be fair. Like, this map runs a lot better than it did. Depends on like where you're looking, but yeah, around like chalets and stuff, it's easily 100 plus, which is nice. I think like if you look at water treatment and scope in, you can still get quite low 50s, but everywhere else it's like kind of fine. But also, maybe that will get better. I don't see that was like 116 then. Maybe it'll get better once I do my dual streaming thing. No! Ah, too slow, too slow. He was waiting. I kind of thought, I don't know whether I saw him earlier. I thought that I'd seen somebody up there. I was like, kind of had it in mind. I wasn't expecting you to be like stood by that corner, but. Why are you running cheat kits late this way? Because why not? We're just looting anyway. We're not. I'm not doing like PvP really. What did he have anyway? It sounded like a SVD. Thought you had him on the second push. Yeah, me too. Me too. Again, like the lack of laser makes it kind of hard. But maybe we'll like actually use a real gun, I guess. Well, I died with my silly ADAR, so. Problem is, I'm gonna get it back in insurance again, aren't I? Is the issue. So I'm probably just gonna have to sell them. Was that an M4? Yeah, it was an M4. Yeah. Short HK416. Normal barrel. Why? Oh, short. HK416 is like unruly though, even when you mod it. I technically have another one of these, but I think we're just going to get rid of it. Let's just sell it because I had these for peacekeeping mission. I just carried on using it because I was feeling lazy. Yeah, Ada on an M4 low. Yeah, it's hilarious. I think it's really funny anyway. The cursed Ada will come back to haunt you every time. All videos seen on streets 4040p, normally offline raids. Thanks for answering the question. If you're getting a... Well, actually, it depends on what GPU you've got already. Like, but the GPU is not going to matter that much. Like, to get streets to run really well, you probably need to go up to, like, 7800 X3D and DDR5 RAM. Like, that's honestly the things that's going to matter. I don't think moving up GPUs is going to, make or break your street's performance. It's like very much a CPU. Oh, yeah, it's like, it's not that much better. Like, the thing that's better about it for me, primarily, is having more VRAM. So I don't get, stutters when I'm loading in and out now, which is really good for the stream. But at some point, I'm going to offload everything onto the other stream PC at some point. I'm still, in experimentation. That's why I was saying at the beginning of the stream today, to those of you who are here already, I'd spent, most of this morning, faffing about with voice meter banana, trying to get, audio between the two computers. And I think I actually did quite well. I managed to get the setup working relatively well. But I had, one glitch, which I'm trying to solve, which was, if you route everything through voice meter, then you end up in a situation where... should we run this thing? You end up in a situation where your actual PC has, lag on the audio. So I was trying to, fix that somehow. Let's just, fix this a little bit. Oops. The problem with this is that it's, smoky AF. Which is a bit annoying. But, kind of whatever. Yeah, I'm on 1440p personally. Oh, sorry, you're talking to someone else. Yeah, 7800 XD, 32 gig, DDR5, and I get 140. Yeah, like I think the 7800 XD is like the thing. What is that, MPX? Oh, this thing. Yeah, long boy. Voice meter banana annoys me as I have to have it running always. I don't have it running at the moment. And it doesn't seem to have broken anything. I was like messing about with it a lot. And I was like, oh, I've actually run out of time. Like, I think I just need to do my normal stream. And then I turned it off and then it seems to be okay. I was like kind of worried that it was gonna, yeah, give me an issue. But it was, yeah, it ended up being okay. I think maybe it was okay, like partly because of the way that I was doing it. I was trying to like bypass voice meters so that I could get my headset to play my actual Windows audio and not get like stuck. Because that was the problem. I had a delay. I had a delay on my actual audio, like for me, which is like really awkward. Should we just run the Gazelle because we've got it here? Gazelle with SB sides. Look at that. What a beaut. Right. Just best hope I don't fight anybody at long range. Good tip for grinding scav rep. Cars. Just run the cars on each one. Hello, Type 1. All is well, ready to go smooth. Also, are the distances from your YouTube headsets active now? Yeah, they're like, that's live right now. It's the same as now. That's the current implementation. What's your video on Nighttime Factory? I don't usually play it. But there's no player scav, so people don't need to do Nighttime Factory for whatever that city quest is called. You can't do factory anymore to do night or whatever it's. I can't remember what it's called. The one where you have to kill players at night. You're not allowed to do it on there anymore. So you don't find it. It's like nowhere near as sweaty as it used to be, like a year ago. Didn't know if it was test server? Oh, no. I wouldn't be allowed to make a video about it if it was on the test server. Now that stuff, oops, that stuff is like for real. By the way, I've like lost a small kid's toy. Like some plastic basketball I've ended up with in my room. I'm sure my daughter brought it in at some point. I end up with all sorts of things. I've got like that. I've got her like toddler camera. Indestructible. Insomnia, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, what was I talking about just before? I don't like night raids now. No, they're not for me. They're not for me. They're just like, it's all just green on the screen. I don't like the aesthetics. It's just not really my thing. But yeah, so if you watched that video already, I actually went back and added in the description like a screenshot of the table. So like a quick reference table. So you can see what it is for each one. Play with cursed guns, have fun. I sort of like half and half them like that. Like fully cursed means you're just gonna die every time. So that's the thing for me. I don't mind playing with like some funny stuff, but I don't want to play with like things that are too stupid because then, oh, I probably would have won that fight if I hadn't. You know. Is that the M4 from the codes? Pretty much. I swapped a few parts out just to make it like not garbage, but start that race with white images. You can put feather on in the filters. You can fix it like that if you want to. Right, a little wave. Post effects feather filter. See, I kind of wanted something with like fast ADS. shot here. Come on, baby. Alright. I watch you play Tarkov, it always makes me want to play myself. When I do, I just don't run into anyone. I'm not running around doing nothing. Have to go to the hotspots though. If you really want to run into players, you have to go to the hotspots. It's that tricky thing of like, you want to organically run into people, but you don't necessarily want to just like run in and die to somebody who already got there before you. You know, I think that's like one of the big issues with EOT. You need to have like a goal. It's like I enjoyed it when the quest line was on. That recent quest line, because that was like, oh, we've actually got like stuff to go and do, and other people are naturally going to those places, but it's not necessarily like a hotspot for PvP per se, but you're just running into people more actively. And that was like, I enjoyed that. That was quite fun. Whereas, yeah, like just playing Tarkov to play, like you kind of need a goal of some sort. That's why I like doing Lightkeepers. You know, you feel more incentivized to do that. Not much to do late white. Exactly. Oh, you can get things in here. Vertex. I've literally never seen a Vertex in here. That is astounding. Well, there you go. That's the first time I've ever had a tech spawn loot in there. VPX. Nice. Where's my coffee and radio? The cat questline is what ruined it for me? How come? What was so bad about the cat questline? Sorry about Fixie PVE. Oh yeah, once it runs on my side instead of theirs, it'll be really nice. Yeah, for solo, yeah, because you'll just be able to pump out raids and try stuff, and it'll just be fun. I think that they will fix the PVE thing. I think they're highly incentivized to fix PVE. Like, at the moment, everyone is playing on their server. That is really expensive. And I think if there's one thing that Nikita's probably incentivized to do, you know, if you want to be cynical about it, then money is definitely a good incentive to make people do things. So yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they do fix it. If they don't fix it, it'll probably be due to, you know, incompetence or whatever, rather than the lack of desire. Yeah, all of EOD is in now. I was like one of the last people in. Oh yeah. Sometimes I hate Lighthouse. I will say, right now, I don't feel anywhere near as scared on Lighthouse as I normally am. Like, I think because lots of people are playing the boss event, I do feel like there's a lot less people on this map. It certainly sounds like it. Actually, kind of nice experience. Just to chill, you know? Yeah, cannot play because a few times. Like, I don't want to wait 7 minutes for PvE. Right? I barely want to play PvE anyway. I tried a couple of raids, and it was okay, and the PMCs there were, like, not very good. What is this, anyway? I thought this was an X400. What is it? Oh, it's a las tag. Ah. Misidentified, then. Only got IR, I think. So what was the deal here? You can look at the top and then see if there's anything inside. We'll check it. So okay, nothing there. So according to the test, we'll try it. Okay, it says nothing there. Good. Right. I'm sure it works, but I would like to test it for myself. What does this one say? This one also doesn't have a dot. Let's try it. Again, no. Okay. Maybe it's true. We'll try it a few more times and we'll see. When we actually get an item, we'll have a look at the perception dot. What part of Lightkeeper are you on? I'm on the very first bit. Network provider. I was locked out of doing network provider previously because of this bug, right? If you picked anything other than skier, you couldn't actually get to network provider. But they fixed it, so. Lighthouse follows bats, you just have to know the spawns, because that's where you're most likely to die. Yeah, at the start, most of the time. Allowing locally run servers has only implications. Thing is, you can do that anyway. You can already do that, it's just not persistent. You can already run in offline mode, but just for one raid. Wait for me the safe trick. Okay, I'll check it. I'm sure we'll see the dot at some point, and then we can start. Like the keys aren't that expensive, so I'm not that bothered burning through it for my own personal science. I mean, people might not have even bothered looting this, like genuinely. I went slightly too far. You have to look from the top down. Okay. Those keys are 1.5 mil combined in PVE. It's probably because everyone's looking for vertex and stuff. They'll get cheaper. They're pretty cheap on PvP as far as I remember. This is this new stim again. 2A2. Okay, so there's that one. This is always open. Also check the pizza building table for CFTMs. One in the playground of the lower chalet. Oh, I do need a G phone actually. Lower chalet pizza building. Euros. What were we saying in here? There's 2 spawns, right? Water filter's quite decent. Was there another rare spawn? It was like this one here, right? And then was there another one in this bit? I forget. Dollars. This thing. Badge there. Now, can there be things in this box? I'm not actually sure. People say like all the boxes, like check all the boxes. Or to stuff your nose in all of them. Where else was I going to go now? So, that was, I think that was most of them. Oh yeah, and then I was going to go and, wait, did I do Hillside House already? I can't remember. Did I? I think I did. Are there any other hotspots I've missed, friends? I can't open this. We can try and check the pizza building. Delta point. Chair at the dining table. Didn't I check these? Maybe I didn't check these actually. These are like prime. Kappa? Hey, nice. Oh, this one maybe? I did. Checking Marion. I am, yeah. I think this run started with Marion, I think. If I remember correctly. I don't find CFTM radios on streets anywhere near as much as on here, on Lighthouse. Like streets, I think I've only ever found one radio, and it was in Concordia. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did start. The loot runs are blending into each other. Yeah, so it's yeah, it's been an interesting one trying to set up. Wait, is that? No, that's just a shadow. Pretty sure. I thought I saw a shadow of somebody there. This the pizza one? This is pizza, right? Yeah. If anything spawns there. It's this table, right? And the chairs. Not here, unfortunately. I needed one more of these blasted things. I had 3 others just from playing the map and trying to find vertexes, I think. So yeah, as much as we still don't have to find vertexes, you still do have to end up finding 4 of these CFDM radios, which in and of itself is its own problem. Back of the blue van by water by village. Oh yeah, and you need another one for the DSP2, you're right. You're right, we do need 5. So where's the van? The van's down there, maybe? I don't normally check the van because it's like slightly further out of the way. I probably should have checked it earlier. We were fixing the route. The van also seems like quite a rare spawn for stuff. Let's have a look down here. Where are you? Wait, where is it? Oh, it's on the other side, isn't it? Let's keep going. Next section. Dude, face off here. I've got like some kind of long-term PTSD from coming to this place to find Obdomus ends for the Terror Group Trail. Still reminds me of a very annoying time. Was that like a graphical glitch or a laser? A green laser? This one? Or this one? There. Yeah. I didn't actually know you could get in as far as this. Quite funny. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's even any scavs in this area. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's quite warm today. Like it's just warm in the air. Usually I tend not to have too many issues with having my PC on, but today it does feel warm. At this point, like, do you need to make any more money though? You know, talking about like going to Lightkeeper and farming the island. Like, do you need to make any more cash? I guess it depends what kind of kits you run. If you run like crazy kits the whole time, then maybe it's something that you want to do. After running the event all weekend, I'm broke. Yeah, I mean, after the events, exactly, you might be running like... If you're running thermals every raid and stuff, then yeah, definitely. Running lots of flares. That's also what kind of puts me off doing it. I don't necessarily just want to play like flare gaming with everybody else just like fully sweating. I'm not sure if I want to... I don't feel like that gameplay that much. It's not really when I play Tarkov 4, you know? It's just like a bit less interesting, I think, for me. No, right now, beginning white. Yeah, I can see that if you do it at the start. Unique combo appealing to the loot goblins and the progressionists, definitely. You got a weapon you really want to see in Tarkov? Honestly, not really, because I'm not like a huge gun nut, IRL. Like, not really at all. If it's not been in the game, then I don't really know about it that much. Like, stuff that I've seen in other games that I would probably like, I guess, would be like N94 would be cool. From like Bad Company. That's where I saw that one. That'd be fun. It would be fun to have the British rifle in, just for like, why not? You know? I'd enjoy that just for the hell of it. Put the SA80 in, you know? Be funny. Lever action? Lots of people want that. That would be cool, because that's like a proper meme weapon, right? And 94 would be sick from Black Ops too. I didn't play Black Ops. I had 120 mil with the key cards in the Mark room. After this event, I'm like 72 mil, so trying to get through my money. N94 will be overpowered. Casually 2 taps you with BP in 4 nanoseconds. It'd be funny. Yeah, L85A1. Yeah, if they put the A1 and the A2 and the A3 in, like the 3 variants, and like the A1 just jams constantly, that'd be so funny. Malyuk. I don't even know what that is. Kind of looks like the Groza. What else would be neat? I think like a variant of the LSW was in Call of Duty, wasn't it? SA to be cool with jams, it does RL. I think the A3 version of the SA80 is not too bad, right? It's heavy as hell, though. Never heard any soldiers bitch more about their SR rifles and Brits, and soldiers bitch about their rifles constantly. You see the weapons they're adding? Well, they added one. They added the 9x39 thing, and then the Desert Eagle, and then what was the other one? The Uzi. So there's only one 9x39 gun. Bullpup shotgun. Do they exist? Wish they'd add more DMRs. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what could do with it? What could we actually do with? be honest, nothing. We don't really need anything else. We've got like enough stuff. Oh, I forgot to change the flashlight out. Uzi screenshots for them 2019. Well, I ain't in the game, so. The KSG 25, the John Wick shotgun. I think the Desert Eagle is fun. I'm looking forward to the Desert Eagle. The SVU. That'd be kind of neat. Pistol akimbo. Dual G18Cs. A golden deagle would be so funny. That'd be like the original Modern Warfare. That's what I think of immediately for that. The bread machine gun. I had a rough night with the kiddos last night. My God. So very tiring sometimes. GoldenEye gun? Don't know about that. Right. Let's. Oh no, Southern frickin' Road. Okay, we'll go chalets first. You know that feeling? Glad mine are all grown. They're 3.5 and 1.5. All things considered, they're not actually too bad, but yeah, last night was just not good. It's because the eldest has got a bit of a cold, so she's like restless, and then my youngest one was just on one for no reason from like 1 in the morning. I just slept in her bed and she was just like awake non-stop. It sucked. I think my wife like grabbed them both and took them downstairs at 6:30 or 7 or something, and then I just like slept for an hour and a half. Mine 15 now. Think kids aren't fun? Yeah. It's better in the summer. Like, the winter was terrible, but it's better now that it's, like, getting warmer and stuff. I want a chainsaw melee. I think that, melee is actually really, really underrated in this game. Like, it's not underrated. It's, like, underpowered is what I mean. Is there a rare spawn up here? Somebody said to me the other day that there was a rare spawn up there. On that chair. Don't know if it's, like, tech rare or just like regular rare. Okay, badge. Alright. More modifications weapons they have. Yeah, definitely. Like, some guns really do need that, actually. That can't go in the sick, can it? No. Drink this on the way in. Getting AC installed in the house in a week. I'm longing for the warm weather to come. Whereabouts are you based? Like, I don't know anybody with air conditioning here. I have like an air conditioning unit, like a standalone unit that I used not last summer, but the summer before. Because it was so hot! I decided I don't like approaching the chalet from the road and like through the front anymore. I always go like round the side these days. Probably still die, but... Ah, UK. New house and on station top floor is ridiculous. Yeah, in the summer it just makes everything insanely hot, isn't it? So that'd be nice. Like that's a it's quite pricey, right, to retrofit UK house with it, but it's definitely a nice thing to do if you can. For sure. It does seem like these things are only going to get warmer from here. This is usually open, so it doesn't mean no that somebody's not here, but Right there. Really down there. I'll do the chair check. The hot rod. L1 this time.
Gold, please.
Badge on. I'll procure on the table.
Afternoon.
Afternoon! Hello, Raxman. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are we're looting, basically, today. We're looting. It's a looting stream. Trying to get another CFDM radio. And they are elusive. Certainly elusive. I'm doing Network Provider 1. Because I was locked out of doing Network Provider. I decided that I did actually want to get Lightkeeper after all. But I was like stuck because I couldn't do it. BSG updated the quest to make it slightly easier. So they removed some of the requirements. And they added Chemical Part 4 to the quest line. But I didn't hand it into Skier. So I couldn't do it. Which is kind of funny. Right, so where are we going to go from here? So I think that was most of those, right? Most of those spots. I did the box. Did I do the box? I think I did the... Did I do the box? I think I did the box. Let me check. Did I look at the box? I did look at the box, yeah. Those black radios are always found on reserve. You can get them on reserve too. Yeah, that's another option. Come on. No VAT for a few years? How come? Did they got some kind of like exemption or what? Spawn in front of the SUV. In front, like as in where? What, here? Like literally in front of it? I don't think I've ever seen anything here. Maybe you mean here? I'm not sure. In the garage. Okay, this side. Okay, fine. Right. I'll have to keep a lookout for that. Government incentive. Plan heating, cooling house AC for an efficient way of doing it. Okay. I think heating, yes. I guess like, so is it... what are you installing alongside it? Is it like a heat pump of some kind? Because that would qualify, I think. That's probably the reason why it would be. I think AC on its own is just like... Not necessarily intensive, but yeah, we just don't cool our houses right now, so it's more than 0. But it's probably for the heating element, if you're doing like ground source heat pump, or like air source. Maybe air source. Ground source is very expensive. Acer. Wall and... Yeah, air source, okay. The box on the wall. With the big fan. Wait, no, but that's just normal AC, isn't it? That's not necessarily like a heat pump. Yeah, we're going to test the safe trick. Yes, yes, yes. So. Ah, look, so there you go. Perception dot. It does work. Huh. It's a CFDM radio. Okay. My perception level's not very high. It's only 18. Full strength, full stam level 18. What the? Somebody took the tag. And this guy. Weird. He took the tag, so I'm not as worried. If he was just sniped, then that's one thing. I might go back the way I came. I'll go back to Southern Road. I'm less likely to get my head shot off, I think. But yeah, like, if he had his tag, I would have been more scared. But yeah, maybe shooter spawned and then he came into, you know, do the thing or whatever. But he had all his stuff, so I don't really know. Maybe someone else took the time. Shoved his head into the safe and closed the door. It looked like that, right? That's certainly a wild one. For the new quest, Hustle, you have to kill them all in one go. Is that the boss quest? The new quest? I don't believe so. It's only Snowball that you have to kill them all in one go. Is that the final radio? It is. It is. So hopefully I don't get killed by some rando that's like rotated up. Because I spawned at Southern Road, so there shouldn't be anybody coming in that way. It should be my spawn, you know, my clear path to exit. But you never know. You never know. But I do actually technically need one more. But we don't need to do it like now. I need electrical components. And I need... G-phones. And I need gas analyzers. So, I'm thinking streets, filing cabinets. Primarily. And streets is kind of fun anyway, I like playing streets, so. And we can see what my FPS is, because I actually haven't played streets a bit. Like, properly. Have you tried the SPT version? Oh, you're talking to Fizzling. Yeah, like the community has given BSG a million things that they could do with micros. They've said like there's lists and lists and lists of stuff on Twitter that's got Nikita tagged in. I'm sure he's seen it, right? I don't know why they don't do that. I can't think of a good reason why they don't do that. Like nobody was expecting PVE. And it's caused them a whole load of headaches to now introduce it. Like nobody thought, they said no, right? And everyone was like, they'd be nice to have, but okay. Even if they'd said like, oh, we'll do it post 1.0, then that would have been fine. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't just add like other cosmetics. Well, I don't know why they added on here. It's still just very confusing why they decided to do that. It's very weird, right? It's very weird. Great. Okay. Yeah, patches, stickers, hideout where you can spray paint your guns. Exactly. People would pay for that stuff. Like the ability to put like... I would probably... Like, I'm not really a cosmetics person. And I would probably pay for like a UK flag to go on my PMC's like armband or something. Like USEC UK PMC. I always wanted to roleplay as the guy in the Raid series from the Terror Group Labs handheld camcorder video. That's all I wanted in this game, but I can't, you know? I'd pay for that. You say it took a lot of people to start listening, but the weird thing is that was true like a year ago, but then patch 14 has been really great. I do think that maybe it's continued that momentum and made it even better. Like patch 14 has been so good, and that was before Unheard, right? Unheard, there wasn't a huge problem then, and people love patch 14 anyway. So I don't think it's necessarily just that, because BSG were starting to listen and do good stuff before then. But it does seem like, this obviously has kicked them into gear further, which is probably not a bad thing. And with ABI and Grey Zone or whatever, it's like, there's contenders that... More incentive for them to get in gear. This man got domed big time. Okay, so streets. So green flare, we've got a bunch of cash. I'll get rid of the L1. Got a bunch of money, so that's fine. Got grenades. We'll pick up some food and drink while we're there. I just want to go and hit. What do I want to hit? So I need to get, as I said, I need to do filing cabinets, computers. And that's it, really. I guess, like, I guess I could hit some of the... We'll swap these over. I guess I could hit some of the Concordia rooms to see if we can find... Because I still technically need one more of these things for Lightkeeper anyway. Let's go pop these in there. Okay. So we've got our streets kit. Going early AM. Radios broke me, man. Yeah, $5 UK armband. Like, yeah, I'd do that. Lab coat. Oh, that'd be awesome. Can you imagine if I had a lab coat? Frank, hello. Hello, man. So cool to have persistent gun skins that could survive through a wipe. Man, it'd be awesome. Maybe they just really needed the money. Yeah, I don't know. Because the thing is, they have to then go and redesign all those things. I know that that doesn't take necessarily too long, but it does take some time. Saying, oh, we're going to give you pockets that are got an extra square on them, right? That takes like 2 seconds. You can sell something that doesn't... Or like early access to kit, the things that already exist. That takes no more dev resource or time. Which is a bit like, eh. But they went and hand-modelled the kukri thing. Because that has been debunked now, right? It's been debunked that they took that asset from the store. They didn't. Looking at clips from Old Recall hurts my brain after the updates. It's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I don't really like Arena Breakout in its existing format. It's fine, but I hate dealing with the old Recall system. It just sucks. I'm going to mention this before. If you ever spawn in Southern Road, you can just run in between two cars, run straight up the mountain instead of what you did last raid. Oh, what, going up the little loop-de-loop? I'll try it next time. Custom patch system. Someone had to create custom banners in all Battlefield games would be sweet. Yeah, that would be cool, actually. Outsource the cosmetic stuff? I know! Exactly. Easy, right? Yeah, the Skyrim up the mountain. I love it. And the artist gets to make a percentage. See, it's so cool, that. So cool, that. But they're so, like... And that's the thing. People, like... And they could have the final say, right? They wouldn't necessarily have to let it into the game. People would... Honestly, people would do it for free. People would genuinely design those assets for free just to have... Like, they wouldn't even need a percentage of the money. People would do it for free. The first WoW mount skin made more money than StarCraft 2. Oh boy. That is insane. That is insane. That's kind of like unlocked a really old memory from me of actually hearing that for the first time. That, you know, you had to pay real money to like, buy just like the different look of a horse or something. Is the Lightkeeper bug fixed with Chemical Part 4? Yes, it is fixed. That's what we're doing now. I'm trying to plow on with the Lightkeeper questline. Now it's fixed. Running up the mountain allows you to potentially get a kill or spawn for people that spawn nearest to the landing stage, the building that's sinking into the beach. Yeah, okay. I can see that. I can see that. Streets, baby. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. Concordia. Do the thing. Let's just do the... I'll put this on just for a minute, just as a little tester so we can see. Usually starts off pretty good. Let's turn around and see if it's, that gets really low. Gets low towards Caban. Again, I'll be interested to see how much difference it makes once I'm running on like a dual PC stream and I'm not just running everything on my own computer. Because like that was always my intention, and even now I'm running on one PC. Like it's doing all the encoding, all the gaming, everything. It doesn't necessarily take up that much headroom, but it takes up enough. Enough for it to be a thing. Right. Look at here. I'm doing good. I'm doing very, very good. Had a nice weekend. The weather is nice here, finally. The weather's actually getting better in the UK. And looking forward to the summer. We know when the wipe is going to be, so that's nice and refreshing. The only thing that's a bit awkward is that I have... So, oh, gosh. Did you see that? That was weird. Like, just for fun. But it's, like, also early August. So that's actually kind of awkward and a bit annoying. But, yeah, it is what it is. At least I know in advance that it's going to be around the same time, like it was last year. Bit of an annoying thing, that. SP. What's good in this room? Anything good here? Or is it all this one? I knew they were going to sell currency. I said it a few Twitch chats the whole time. Played the mobile version. When you told us about it a year or so, I was shocked people were taken back about it. Wait, are they? What's the update with ABI? Are they actually going to sell currency? I haven't been keeping on top of it. Especially if they announce. Did they announce something over the weekend? I haven't seen anything about it. The shadows are like kind of messed up. Was a game changer when I got onto my 2 PC. See, at the minute I could do it. Actually, this is a good question to ask while we're here. How many of you? I mean, I wonder if I could do. Could I do a poll? Can you do a poll on YouTube? Maybe not. Maybe only on Twitch. That's annoying. Oh, you can do it. You can do a poll. Is 1440p a game changer as a viewer versus 1080p? Yes, no. I've never done a poll like this before. There you go. On YouTube, you can vote. On Twitch, it doesn't matter because I don't have the option. So, unfortunately, Twitchers are going to have to continue to deal with 936 because of Twitch's absurd bitrate limit. But on YouTube, you know, there's the possibility of going up to 1440p. I mean, I'm intending to do it. I'm intending to do it in 1440p if I can, which I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. Well, you know, these rooms were really actually quite lackluster and sort of sucked. Certainly noticeable if you're watching it on... I think that's going to be the big difference, right? If you're watching it on a 1440p monitor or on a... on like a 4K screen or something, then that's probably where it makes the big difference. Don't get the appeal of super high-res streaming, but I'm old. That's the thing. If you can full screen it and it'll look better, it will. Like, without a doubt, it'll look better. But some people, like a lot of people, like don't even look at the monitor. Suppose you're trying to watch 1440 on a 1080 monitor, but yeah, then it doesn't matter so much. Okay, it's like 60-30. Okay. I was just trying to gauge the interest because that's actually... Oh, look, it is actually real fog. I was trying to gauge the interest, and the reason why I'm interested is because to do it and to move up to 1440p is probably going to, like, and to run it properly as a dual stream thing, it's probably going to cost me £200 to get the Elgato 4K Pro, whatever it's called, like 4K 60 Pro. But that's compatible with 1440p. The thing is, I probably have to do that anyway, because if I don't do it like that, then you end up running into like tons of issues. If your capture card isn't the same res as your like main monitor, it then makes it difficult to actually get the screen across without like putting other stuff in the middle. So I'm probably going to do it anyway. So it's probably not that as important a question. But I was just intrigued to see like how many people actually care then about, you know, the stream quality in that sense from like, you know, resolution perspective. It's interesting to see that people actually do care. I guess people do care on YouTube more so maybe. Because you're used to watching stuff in 1440p on YouTube itself as well. So that kind of makes sense. I kind of get that. Well, thank you for the market research. Can't really chat if you have it full screen. You can pop it out though and have it on the side, right? That's how I watch Twitch. So I have it, like if I'm watching something properly, then I'll have that full screen, and then I'll have like chat popped out on the edge on a different monitor. Never even have the stream on full screen. So yeah. So I think it really depends on how you interact with it. If you never even have it full screen, then it literally doesn't matter. If it's half the time, if it's in the background, it's not even like in focus. You know, it's minimized and you can just hear the audio. Then again, it probably doesn't matter. Yeah. 1440p, not sure if it's worth it. Because most people watching with their phone. Can you see the poll? Can you guys see the? It's like 68% yes and 32% no. I'll just end it here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, pretty good. Okay. Well, it seems worthwhile. makes me feel better about spending the money to make it work. But like, one of the reasons, so part of the reason why I've decided finally to actually do the dual PC thing is because of a very specific flag in Windows, which is really, really annoying, called HATS, Hardware Accelerated GPU Scheduling. And the long and the short of it, basically, is it allows you to do certain things, and for some games, it's kind of a necessity, actually. So, Grey Zone Warfare, you can't run DLSS FrameGen without HAGS, which is a big, big difference. Makes a big difference in that game. And I think more games will need it. And even something like Arena Breakout, I get more frames when I have HAGs on, but it's not compatible with OBS. So it will run. And then I actually had this with Tarkov TV. Every now and then, once every week or once every 2 weeks, OBS will crash, but it crashes in such a way. It crashes silently, which is like the worst part about it. So OBS crashes silently. Your camera is locked and stuck, and nothing moves, but it doesn't give you an error, and you don't know that it's happened. And it's really annoying. And there's nothing to... And like, all of the OBS dev people online are all like, it's a problem with Windows and NVIDIA and whatever, or like, I can't remember exactly what it was, either DirectX or Windows or something along those lines. And they need to fix it. And like, there's nothing that we can do about it. It's just the way it is. So you should have it off. But some games need it on. So the only way to fix that is to have it on your gaming PC and then another computer with it off running OBS. And the reason why it's extra annoying is because a lot of the solutions to capture cards for doing things with like a 1080 stream but a 1440p monitor, it locks your computer into like 1080 and 60 FPS, which is really, really painful. So what people do is they open an OBS and they project a window onto the capture card. That works, but you're still running OBS. Which means that you're still technically, susceptible to this bug. It's annoying. But where are we actually going? Starlight Building Elevator. Sewer River. Klimov Street. Sewer River? Sewer River's miles away. Starlight Building Elevator is also miles away. Should we target towards Sewer River? What else do I need? So I've got like one of these and two of these. I guess I need some more PC parts. Maybe we'll go through... Yeah, maybe we'll go to... Maybe we'll go to post office or something. Feels quiet on the streets too right now, right? Game change a bit strong, but it's nice. Prefer to play Tarkov in 480 and then at least 20 FPS increase. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I know. Get 4090 and never use DLSS again. On Grey Zone, that doesn't even work though. Like, I don't think, even with the top tier machine, it's like, without frame gen, because it's not necessarily, it's not DLSS, it's frame gen in particular that doesn't work. You could use DLSS. Oh my god. Not get on the gun. Lovely. Okay, so yeah, I kind of still need a bit of everything. Maybe I do want filing cabinets at this point. Yeah, gas analyzers, filing cabinets is the main thing I need, right? Do jacket pockets just for... I think I need like one more G phone maybe. We'll do that on our way to Sewer River. If we can. That's awkward. I've never had that before. So if you're like mid-run, while the animation of the skidding happens, your turn rate is still low, as if you're still sprinting. Interesting. Never really like noticed that. I think it's partly to do with being overweight as well. But Yep, you couldn't get onto Lightkeeper if you handed in Chemical Part 4 to either Prapple or Therapist. It was very funny. The classic coding. Oh yes, of course. The lack of the docs case. Concordia 8? Is that the one I've already got, right? Replaces that key. Everyone's on shoreline? Yeah. So if you want to just like loot stuff, it's definitely easier this way. Is that nice guy pass? Yeah, I kind of need I can't need a docs case, don't I? Handgun muzzle brake thing? Yeah, it's funny. Okay. So I don't think there's any in this one. I think there's one in the corner here. Farmed a lot of these for the event. Up about 40 to 1080. I'm not sure I'm seeing a difference. So I feel like I need to kick it down. I feel like I should switch monitors. Huh, interesting. I don't feel like it's always as impactful as some people say, like going from 1080 to 1440p. The thing I think makes more difference maybe is going from like 60 FPS to slightly higher. I guess like, they're both kind of impactful. Depends really. I think I got Lightkeeper finished in March. Well, they fixed it now. That's why we're back on it. Do you have your working LCDs? I don't think so. I've like it's been so long since we did it last time. I actually forgot what we need. What was the working LCDs for? For one of the later parts, I can't remember. Hope you'll do an opinion video on ScavTalk TV. I was going to, but the problem is like everybody makes them so fast, and I was busy at the weekend, so I like didn't really have time. And then once everybody's watched like 3 different Tarkov TVs, it makes it hard to do as a creator. I know some people really want me to do it, but I think I'm going to, but I'm gonna do it in a way that's like a slightly different angle. I think rather than being like Tarkov TV recap, which then only a small portion of people will watch, I think I'll end up doing it a different way, which is like, you know, 10 most hotly anticipated, you know, things coming to Tarkov Next Wipe, something like that. And I think that's like frame it a bit better. I'm like, not going to cover everything, but these are the things, and drill down like into detail into like the best stuff. I feel like that's maybe why. Well, how I'll do it. Something along those lines. You need 1 working LCD for the keto tower. Oh, well, it's only 1. It's probably not a big deal. I think maybe I did that on Interchange last time. The donger hand in. We love it. We love it. Yieldy donger. Right, well. No gas, Annies. We need 4. I wonder if I'm better off running Interchange. I think I'm better off running Interchange. Going to the tech rooms. Start a bit of building the elevator. See a river. Let's have a check in here. We'll see if we can just see a river. In the IT building where you get the Vax key. Oh yeah, that IT building's like around the corner, right? Let's have a look in there. Streets for Gassan? Where do you think? Other than just like filing cabinets. Still need like 1 more of these EC components, I think. Or maybe I need all of them. Have a look in here. Oh look, it's the It's the BTR. We might actually genuinely take it. Now, I may need reminding as to what the name of the bit is. Because if I want to get to Sewer River, I guess that's Pioneer, basically. I mean, I could move a couple of these things. We could move like pretty much, we could move loads of stuff. Let's go Planet Hotel. Wait, you're on tram? Why tram? Just at the end. Is that really just at the end of the road at Planwood? Right. Oh yeah, why is the graphic gas on 17 hours? Oh yeah, true. It's very long. Does the BTR only honk if someone's in it? I don't think so. I think it always does it every time it leaves. Now, they added it, is the thing. I believe. Well, this means we can go and like loot a few other bits before we go. Maybe. Or just use the flare. One will cover. Trying to think of where we might want to go from here. I think, do I have a... I've got Marktroom. We could hit Marktroom. Real estate. Got MVD as well. Ah, it would be cool to buy a green car from the driver, I agree. It would be cool. Yeah, maybe we'll like swing by Marktroom and then real estate. No wombo combo. I hate it when Bolt doesn't work. It's annoying. See, the frame rate's feeling pretty good now. 105, whatever. Like, it's just in that middle section of the game. I don't know. It just it gets really low, and then kind of gets better. Lightkeeper bug was basically if you handed in Chemical Part 4 to anyone other than Skier, you couldn't complete the quest. Because it counted as failed, and Chemical Part 4 itself was a requirement. That was the issue. What we got in here then, boyos? SR25. A random piece of armor. An M1A. What else? Anything of any interest? What else is going on here? APS pistol. Put it over there. Anything else hidden? Perception dot. Don't fail me now. Zippo. There's nothing here. This is like terrible. This market is awful. 10mm key, by the way. Check the bookshelf. Yeah, I will in a sec. An RAS handguard. Yeah. Was there a dot on the circle edge? I think it was the pistol. I can check. I can check again. QDC, that's not too bad. I don't think so. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a bullet. Some random P90 bullet. There's the RAS thing. Good spot though. Could have been something. Could have been something. Travel to the pre-buffed marked room, yeah. How it feels? Okay, well that's useless. Remember it's going to real estate? What is someone was saying about oh, cinema, yeah. Corner building near cinema and damaged house. Or true. Maybe I'll go back this way actually. I don't normally retrace my steps this way. Let's do it this time. Close suppressor on the SR25. Oh, it will go on, yeah, you're right. Because it's okay, they are dead, good. I got shot. I think there's one here. Near. Aspect is good. Aspect is scary though. No, it is decent. Anything in this one? Can I remember which doors to open and which don't in here? Okay, got some PC stuff as well, which is nice. FTX. Kind of lucky when you don't just get killed through the soft armor with one of those things. Did get absorbed by the plate, at least. The Slim Diary. Nothing stuff. Power bank, sure. Computer. Computer drives be useless now? I think so. Have the chance scavs off? Haven't seen you shoot anything apart from players scavs. No, just everybody's playing Shoreline. I think. What was the bug fix? Iron Gate, nice. Yeah, so basically, if you handed in Colleagues Part 4 to anyone other than Skier, you got blocked out of the quest line because it was a requirement and you failixed it. Shoreline is the event? Yeah, everyone's just on the event, I think. G-phone. I can't remember how many I sent back to the BTR. And to be fair, it only takes about an hour to come back. Go to the event hype train? I don't know. Is Street just looting simulator now? I think so. While the event is on, I think it probably is. We could do one at the end, but... Right, well... I should rebuy the... whatever it's called room. The relaxation room. Can you get through here? You can, right? Yeah. I think it's the other one that's kick only. Doesn't look like it was even open. Obviously, we've got enough stuff. Probably hit real estate. I guess we could. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that. I wonder if, yeah, I wonder if the other one is open, the one over there. We'll go and have a look. Relaxing guaranteed key spawn. I don't actually, you know what? I don't actually know the spawn for relaxation room. Off we go. Yeah, I think we're in a foggy weather zone right now. There doesn't seem to really be even any regular AI scavs. So very weird. 12 spawn points in one building by check 15. I think it's one of those. Is it one of the office ones? I forget. Is there a thing in here? No. Have a look at this. It feels like we're just here on our own, like literally just by ourselves on the streets. Fog and bad marked room. Yeah, okay, that's not open, unfortunately. Fog, bad marked room. Right, no players. You know, it's quite relaxing though. It's relaxing just roaming around, chatting to you guys. Do you have a verdict on whether the new armor system is supposed to be an L or a W? I don't think it's necessarily that great. There are some good things about it, but I don't like the increase in variance, to be honest with you. I just don't, really. That's the BTR again. Don't think it was necessarily that good for the way that fights go. Like, I think it's okay in some ways, but not others. Like, the fact that you can be shot from the front and die to one hit is kind of bad. I'd prefer it to be, you know, a World of Tanks-esque system where, you know, if you get shot from the side, at least there was some kind of like skill in positioning or whatever. You know, that sort of makes sense. I kind of get that. You know, I kind of don't mind that as much. But yeah, just to be shot from the front and it's just like, oh, it went around the plate, so you died. It's just like, no. Anyway. And I think people just aren't engaged with it. I think that's the problem. Like, it's realistic, but it's not necessarily good for the game. Well, that's where my eyes if I do that. Alright, well, let's hit these bad boys then. I think the complexity's made it feel more inconsequential. Yeah. It's like the most crazy random number generator, know how it feels. I quite like the realism though, and I like being able to swap plates in and out, and the difference between front and back. I feel like a middle ground would have been decent, right? Where each piece of armor, I feel like the old system would have been fine, especially with the way that the restrictions are on the flea and stuff, where you could replace the thing, but it still protected, like, you know, the whole of that piece of the body. Would have made some stuff quite powerful, but I guess you still wouldn't have been able to put plates into arms and whatever, so it would have still been class 3. I feel like that would have been fine. I feel like the old system would have been okay, just with like replaceable plating and the old hitboxes. It would have made it less complicated and less annoying. Might not even have the HP pool for the not sure. There's our LCD. Yeah, so the main problem with it is because the entirety of the thorax is like a killing shot, you know? And you will die to a thorax shot. Like anywhere. Not necessarily that great. Because we don't have the PMC health system isn't realistic. So anywhere on your thorax is like super, super, super deadly. Regardless of whether it just hits at the side or whatever. It's up here. More beard oil. What was on this side? Power bank. What rubbish have I got? Our clock's terrible. Can't even remember anymore. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. ND. I leant on my mouse. Yeah, full frontage protection. Yeah, I don't know. I think that makes more sense. I think they've seen the way that people play with it, and it's like, you know, the game isn't realistic ultimately. You can't make a game the same as real life. Like, people just won't play it in the same way unless you're doing like a hardcore Iron Man thing where, you know, your character dies, it's permadeath. Like this, you can't get people to play that way. It doesn't make sense. More OT flakes. Yeah, it'd be good if they come to a middle ground that they like and that we like. I'll be pleased. Okay, well, there's nothing else in here, Ian. I don't think. Might be a couple more through the other section. Why does Vault not work on things like this? Why? Annoying. There we go. Managed to make it work. Yeah, I always feel like I want to do interchange. Like, I feel like you might have more chance of having a gas hand just like sat in tech light or something. Or like Rasmussen. You know? I don't know whether that feels fair or not. But I feel like when I was going through the filing cabinets, I don't think I was really seeing that many gas analyzers then either. Flux 52k or something. Yeah, it's 4x4, so. Genuine question, would you explore the PvE mode down the road? Or are you just sticking with PvP? I had a little go with it. I just don't really see the point. The only thing that I would do it for is maybe to be able to test out content on a wipe like early, because if that game doesn't wipe and you have access to everything there, you can get to buy the stuff with level 4 traders and see everything before it comes to the main game. I do think it might spoil some of the like discoveries as we go through. I mean, it speeds the discovery process up, I suppose. So that's just different to the way it was. I don't know. Like, I played a little bit of it, but I'm just not really that interested in playing a lot of PvE without playing against like real people. It doesn't feel the same. Is this jailbreak? It is, unfortunately. Whenever I scaved filing cabinets on streets, I always come across at least 4, of course. Reserve med supply crates seem to spawn them somewhat often. Oh, really? What, the big wooden ones? Better go to cages and loot like 6. I mean, my looting luck is like terrible. Why are gas hands so expensive? I don't know. Oh no. I haven't seen any yet. Gotta shoot. See a free bus. Guess there were a couple of scavs. Seem very limited though. People have less time to play it, will play it. Some can't get max traders for a wipe. Yeah, I see why people play it, yeah. But like for me, I just don't really see the point. Yeah, everyone knows quest items stop spawning when you need them, for sure. Gasan, MDR barter maybe? I don't know. Yeah, someone just bad at PvP. Exactly. I'm gonna play without just getting like the game is super hard, right? RFB barter. People really buying the RFB now though? Don't know. Learn a map. Yeah, it's actually probably the best tool for learning a map now. That's a good point. It's a very good point. That's for this random thing, isn't it? The drip out. Slowly hand these in. I might already have an LCD in fairness. It might just be just in the box. To be honest, I can go and buy an SR like whenever I want to. So you can't sell them on the flea, so I'm just going to sell it to Mr. Mechanic, I think. As much as it hurts to sell an SR for like 60k. Right, should we try and do the boss's thing then? Should we try and go and do it? Who gives you the quest? Apparently I have Crisis now. What level is Crisis? Yeah, it's probably because I leveled up so much from the event. Oh, level 48. Ah, I did find 10 at the end. Oh, I've only got 2 of them. Defib, pile of meds, those can be made, and ophthalmoscope. Very specific quest. The hustle. Locate and neutralize. Well, for now we'll just play it like this. I think we're just going to instantly get doinked. Oh, I see. This is why the SJ6s are so pricey. Everyone be running in. Fortunately, I've got mine saved up from the previous event, so I actually have like loads. But that is a lot. And these are obviously really expensive. That's why Salien's gone crazy. I see. Okay, well, we'll just try it. Feel like you're about to get shot before you even reach resort. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it. But you know, we're near the end of the stream, and I've literally just looted for 3 hours, so I feel like maybe we'll go and do. Maybe we'll just go and try it. I mean, we're gonna get busted up by everybody running like meta kits, but it's fine. This music from your albums, don't recognize this one. What was the previous one? It might not have been. Like, because I only have 3 albums, so it's not. I don't have enough to play like just those tracks. Sadly, I'd like to continue adding more. Did you decide to go for Kappa, or was it just? Yeah, it was just Lighthouse, man. Yeah, just Lighthouse, man. How are you able to keep playing this game whilst knowing it is cheater infested? Because every single FPS game is cheater infested, and I don't really feel it particularly, to be honest. I never have. You have to be playing a certain way to really feel it, and the rest of the time you just go, whatever. And that's it. It's easy. Yes, heard there will be no matching time in solo PvE in future updates. This is basically true, because it's going to run on your local machine like offline mode does right now, which is going to be cool. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing, right? Any game where you're matched with other people, it's probably cheater infested. I think the effect of the Tarkov cheater situation is overblown. I don't know whether the cheater situation itself is overblown, but I feel like the effect of it is overblown on regular players, ordinary players. Especially in Europe, where you don't seem to see quite so much weird stuff going on. I'd need to go back and play labs and see kind of how that feels now. They have to add peer-to-peer co-op for PvE. There's the peer-to-peer, like the co-op between two players in PvE is still going to be on their servers. So that's still going to take more time. But, as I said, 70% of players are playing solo in PvE. So that will free up most of the servers. So it'll be much quicker to match in multiplayer as well. Yeah, Tarkov just hurts more. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Tarkov's more punishing. Yes, that is correct. Only if you're playing by yourself, it'll be local. But it should fix like most of the problems. Yeah, see, it depends. It really does depend, doesn't it? Like, the last time I played, like, a good session of labs, it felt really weird. It didn't feel like when I made the labs guide about finding the items on labs. And that felt great. I played it for a month. It took me a long time. But I had some, like, really good PvP. It was really fun. And, a couple of suspicious things, but nothing really too crazy. The last time I played it, it just felt, like, really weird. Like, maybe I've just got worse. Maybe everyone's got better. I don't really know. It just felt terrible when I played it last time. But that was a while ago. That was probably 3 months ago, 4 months ago. FPS games are worse than any other genre, and extraction shooters are the worst subgenre within FPS games for cheaters. The thing is, right, in FPS, it's like the information for a start, and then the aim. The reason why FPS games are so bad is because people can just use, like, aimbot. And then, yeah, extraction shooters typically have a low time to kill as well. And then you lose actual stuff when you die. So it's like multiple reasons why it feels awful. Yeah, there's so many times where like you just can't tell whether it's desync or whatever. It's like I always bring back up this arena one where I was playing Tarkov Arena and I peeked the corner, but I didn't peek far enough. So I moved slightly across and then peeked again, and the guy instantly killed me. And I was like, how the hell did he know I was there? And then I looked at the kill cam, and because I was wearing the stupid bomber beanie in the preset that I had, you could see the top of the beanie poke out, even though I couldn't see around the corner. He saw me peek, so he just waited for me to peek again, and then just instantly killed me. And when I watched the replay, I was like, that's really obvious. But when I was like, in my own first person, I was like, that seems weird. Seems sus. But in the end, it was just that. It was just my bobble hat. And I think that's the worst thing in Tarkov, because people can't tell, right? People can't tell whether it's desync, whether it's some random bullshit, whether it is actually a cheater. Like, nobody knows. You can't tell. And even when you look at the stats, like, the cheaters pad their stats now, so it's also impossible to tell. Like, sometimes, yeah, of course, there are blatant cases, right? There are blatant cases. Fine, whatever. So that's easy to tell, so fine. But we're talking about all the other cases where it's like, you can't really tell, like, the stats don't look that weird, but the whole thing felt suspicious. Like, it's definitely the people who use ESP that are the worst. Like, I'd rather just get aimbotted, I think. Because then at least you know. Whereas if you get ESP'd, like, you can't really tell, right? It's just like, should they have had that information? Should they not? Like, it's just really, really hard to know. Oh, I've actually got this linked to the wrong. This is not good. So I don't know anything about this really, other than I'm going to get shot from a million miles away, probably from behind, by somebody up there. But we just them's the breaks. We just got to go with it. It's probably the worst possible spawn that we could have had for Shoreline, I would say. So are they just like, are all the dudes just in resort? Is that the deal? West, east, middle, like admin? Like what's the deal? As I said, I don't really have much interest in this quest particularly, but there's someone. My gun is not long range. We got him. The hell's this? Why SV98? Oh, I'll take his dog tag, I guess. Ah, Timber Saw. Is that a Dota reference? I don't have anywhere near mags for this either. Do you have any plans to investigate this desync? Oh my god! Get round! Ah, because I can't go up the hill and I can't go left. Crap. There you go. That's the event, guys. That's the event in a nutshell. That's how it goes. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what hustle's about. Yeah, that's why I have no interest in this event. That's why I haven't played any of it, because it's just. Why no suppressor? No, no, not the unheard. Oh no, it was Timberwolf, not Timbersaw. I just immediately read like Timbersaw in my head. Old Dota PTSD coming back to bite me. Why no suppressor? Oh, because I was just running whatever guns I got in my stash. I got that one from the codes, I think. You've inspired me not to give the event a go. I just don't care about events like this, really. Like, oh, kill all the bosses. You'd have killed him if he had smaller pockets. Damn it, I know. Pay to win. No, the boss event's still on. Boss event's still on. We have time to do it again. Just got Osprey or something. Oh, I've got a whole Acer in here. What's a phased array element doing in my rig? I'm thinking about getting into Tarkov. Is it worth it right now? I would say maybe. It is probably... Well, if you want to get into the game, you definitely want to get into it before a new wipe hits. So now is not a bad time because it's late wipe. Now, the only thing, the game will be very hard at the moment because everybody's got like a bajillion monies. So you're not really competing in a fair way. That said, quests that you have to do early are probably quite uncontested. Anything that you have to do, like there'll be weird stuff going on. Like you'll try to go to Shoreline and just get, as just happened to us, right? You'll just get like insta-donged by like a bunch of people doing some weird, crazy end of wipe event. So there's weird stuff that happens at the end of the wipe that will make your experience strange. But other than that, I think it's worth getting into just to try and, just to start. Like if you do want to play properly and you're interested in it, then you kind of want to get involved like when the stakes are low and then play the wipe once you kind of know what you're doing. So the wipe is going to happen in early August. We know this now. And so you've got 2 months to get good at the game, or at least like try and figure out what the hell you're doing. What's this required for? Oh, the replay. Ah, that's why they're expensive. I see. So you've got 2 months to get good at the game and try and figure it out before then. So, okay, let's stop messing about, man. Let's put on some things. Oh, maybe we'll do this then. Maybe we'll do TK Fast MT. The headset, like the helmet, basically doesn't matter here. I might, you know what? I might go at SVD. Again, this one came from the thing, I believe, from the codes the other day. SVD not bad for fighting bosses. Like it's semi, so it's like a little iffy. Well, maybe we'll put a better optic on it though. This as good as it can be. ARE, yeah, probably. Probably go like. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Pretty sick SVD, that is. Bam. Right, what's in here? I've got loads of BT. So we'll just use that. Can't remember where I got it from. Did you get given loads of BT for a quest or something? I can't remember. I remember. No, don't really matter, does it? We got given a grenade case as well. Take 2 of them. We'll take a Pro P. Got that. Just leave that down there. Face cover. Got our armor on. That's fine. Eyewear. I'll stick one of them. I mean, someone will have a bag. I'm half tempted to go in without one. Just slightly quicker to get there. It saves me having to actually fish around in my stash for one. That's like half of the problem. If I could just like equip a bag, easy, I'd maybe do it. I guess I could do it this way. Still got a faff though. Alright. Oh, no space in stash. Ooh! I'll just buy one. I'll just buy one that I know fits. I don't want to mess. I don't want to mess about. Right, that'll probably do. Okay. Maybe I will go in from the other side then. Let's try it. Only got 20 minutes, but... okay. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not really a run head first into the meat grinder kind of guy. I do like, yeah, you know, like fighting the boss is hard anyway. Damn, I need to do task control line. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone actually put a scientific video out on desync. Everyone just says swing first because of desync. I'd be interested to see how big the difference is. The only person that's ever done a big desync investigation was CZTL, who his channel was highly underrated and he didn't get enough views on the stuff that he was doing. I think he would like self-admit that he was not necessarily like he still had some stuff to do in terms of like presenting his information. He always used to say that about like my stuff, that he always loved the way that I, you know, presented my info online. And he wished that he could do that on his things. But his like testing and research was really, really good. And he had 2 PCs set up, did the same kind of deal. So like he had some old stuff. But like that was a long time ago before they put in any of the fixes. And I know he had a new job and things like that. So he has not really been like invested in the Tarkov community for a bit. Yeah, best time to start is always now, because you're always going to be behind other players, so you may as well learn. And the only thing that you can take, so the only thing you take from wipe to wipe, really, is your own skill. It's the only thing you really take with you. So you should worry less about the game and more about like learning the things, you know? Can I express in words how much I hate the SVD? I don't mind it sometimes. Did I forget to bring a laser? That's actually a real bad mistake. You got the BT from Caban, guaranteed. See, I thought that, but I haven't got the PKP, and I don't think I got the kill quest on him either. Put 100 hours into Grays and Warfare, but the game just doesn't run enough on my PC. It's just hard, right? It's hard. Even on mine now, which I would say like 5800 X3D and a 4070 Ti Super is like a decent rig. It's not top tier because it's not 7800, but it's like decent. Now I get like 100 FPS when I'm not running any streaming stuff. Put a slap plate on the TK. Oh, I should have done that, yeah. Late wipe stash issues. It's because of all the stuff from the codes. The stash was looking okay up until the codes happened, and then it just like blew everything up. Another reason to play the event, empty your stash. True. Swing will be swung in it. Exactly. Wait, that's a fast replica? It is. What creator? CZTL. He did like loads of stuff in the past. About like loads of technical stuff. Desync and, you know, what affects this, that and the other. He was very, very useful for many things. I used to talk to him about, you know, stuff. Yeah, try wrapping wide. Go along the map side initially. Red Rebel exit. Don't feel pressure to rush. Yeah. Thing is, given we're at the end of the we're at the end of my stream, unfortunately. I should have done that on the first one. So we're still gonna have to kind of blitz it. But that's probably the way. Thing is, if you don't blitz it, aren't you just going to just end up being too late compared to everyone else? And all the bosses will be dead. BSG put a post up. They're putting some pictures of Skybridge up. You like the current event? Make it longer, says Nikita. Yes, but maybe change the map up, says all the boys. It's a good idea. Give everyone a chance to play it on their favourite map. Yeah, because I'm not really a big resort runner. I think that's another reason why I don't really care, because I'm like, I don't really, yeah, I'm not that great at resort. I'm okay, but I'm not going to beat people who are resort mains, for sure. Curious how PMC Karma will work. Yeah, I don't know. Hidden, it seems. With a 5.7. I have an SJ6, yeah. With tier 6 plates being pretty cheap, why do we see them that often? The plate through the class 3 and die anyway, or in the neck and die anyway, or in the head and die anyway. And so they can't be bothered to do the barter, to pull the plates, to put them in the thing. People are just buy the armor, run it. Like people can't be bothered. That's why they're changing it, because people are just not. People aren't like interested in the system in the way that it's set up. It just feels random no matter what you do. It doesn't feel like there's all this complexity, but if none of it moves the needle, then like kind of who cares? I think that's the deal. Oh yes, I saw your message before, but I got busy talking back on something else. Yeah, so I did used to play Dota. I think I have 2,000 hours, and I used to be. I think my official, like the best official rank I got to was like 2850 or something. But that was when I was grinding solo queue. I just stopped because I played almost always with my friends in a 5-stack, and I just didn't have enough time to play solo. And I realized the amount of time that it would take me to get up to those like higher tiers was just going to be insane. But I had like a 60 to 70% win rate in solo when I did play that. So I felt pretty good about, like, I was almost certain that I was going to hit 3k, like, no problem, which was cool. But in the end, I just couldn't be bothered to solo grind. I was just like, what, why, you know? I did the math, and I was like, you know, to get to 4k MMR from 3k, you know, a 55% win rate, that's going to take, you know, however many games it was. I made a formula for it. I can't remember what it is now. I was like, this is going to take forever, like many hundreds of games, and that's many, you know, so many hours, and I just don't have that. And I was like, this is the number of games I can play per day. This is how long it's going to take me, like in months. Only 2k? I think so. I think it's 2. The issue I had with Dota is that I started playing Dota after I began working. So that kind of was causing me some problems. Best way to resort? It's probably this way, as per chat. It didn't even look like that connected at first. God, that's the other one. I like that they opened this up. There used to be a janky jump that you could do with it, but it's good that they've like opened it out. How good were the people you played with? Not that good. We literally just played for fun. We didn't play like super serious. I was one of our better players. Because I kind of got into it a bit more than everyone else at the time. And that's why I started solo queuing, like, as well as playing with everyone. And I was like, you know, I used to read all the patches, da-da-da. Stop playing as I wanted progress save at Tarkov. Dirty game ends, you're back to main menu. See, I quite like that, because I came from like a 1v1 RTS background. So, like, I actually really like those kind of, like, fair game modes. So where are these guys, then? Are they, like, in the main bit? If I just, like, run through admin, am I going to get shot in the head? I don't know where they are, like... Am I safe running through admin? Ish. So Dota 2 is just really bad with some? Admin everywhere. Oh. Okay. Okay, Killer doesn't care about BT for the face. Guess it's class 6 after all. Was it height overboard? I thought it went like through the glass or something. Just a couple of guards. Okay, so that's Mr. Resh. Alright. Let's just reload this. Let's see. Killer eats 54 for breakfast. It's actually it's only class 6 that you struggle with 54 BT. It's literally just class 6 becomes a problem. Okay. We did get him. Outside the resort bit too? Okay. I might have hit the stairs as well, yeah. First killer of the wipe? Yep. I haven't seen him. First time I've seen him. I ain't seen him otherwise. I guess it was the other one that loaded in. What was it? This one. Find the helmet. Let's have a look here. See if there's any around in that bit. Doesn't seem like too many others. Is that like kind of straight ahead, sort of? Kind of. Yeah, so they can kind of spawn anywhere. Never come over this side. All the freaking nades. Was that column? Semicolon pie. A lot of nades going off. Okay. Who's shouting now? Oops, wrong one. Okay, I'm going to see if I can grab Killer's helmet. Still technically need it for the quest, not that I really care. But. You know, post audio video. That shot from over here. Yeah, the event is still going. What we got in this? BT probably? Or is it Golding? Kind of nice to have, sort of. Although I'm like insanely heavy. Yeah, maybe rotate the armor. I agree. Oh, but then I don't have a rig. I'd have to pick up his rig. And the back plate's kind of busted. Whatever. I don't care about the armor. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's all good. Bug with first and last bullet annoying. Yeah. I'm at 90 degrees. Oh, I'm just not taking it. Awful optic, but. Raid's been dead lately? If you're not playing Shoreline, yes. Because everyone's playing the event. I'm running BT. Alright, I wonder what the best thing to do is next. Playing Silence are worth it? Depends. So now we've got to go inside. Set location? I don't think so. Let's have a look around. Probably just going to get killed by some player, but is what it is. We know there's somebody in this side. Together in a freaking bathroom or something. I'm level 49 after the event. Nobody expects to get her in the toilet? My God. We do not. We do not indeed. Look, we got the double brother kind of sitch. 2 RPKs. Blue card. Well, there you go, guys. First ever labs card. I think if you have the mag, I think you can do it like that, right? I was here. Blue boys. Woohoo! First ever labs card. Worth a fraction. Exactly. That was Sunny. I'm so glad you went from Red Rebel. Right. I can hear people. They're upstairs. Oh. Long gun in the doorway. I was like, should I swap over to the RPK? And then I died. You know what though? That went a lot better than I thought it was gonna. How does your music autoplay after raid end? I press play on my keyboard. Not bad. Not too shabby. I mean, they kind of stood there for me. So there you go. 40k XP. I died to a spear. Tasty. I should technically have just left, but no way a play button. Yeah, it's like the multimedia button on my keyboard. It's very funny. The power of the rear entrance. Don't say that out of context. Right. Well, my friends, that is it today for me. Have they reduced it already? I don't know. I don't actually know. That's it for me today. We are going to be back tomorrow. Let us see who we are going to go and raid. Now, Ramen Style. We're going to raid him. I never see him online. We're going to raid Ramen Style. Wonderful. Before you go, favorite Dota hero? Chaos Knight, probably. Grats on the blue. Oh, yeah. We got blue, didn't we? So we can add this to our pile of riches. Like that. There we go. Right. Let us do the thing. Let us do the thing. We'll carry on with some more Lightkeeper stuff maybe, but like that was actually more fun than I expected. So maybe we'll do some of that tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I will catch you all tomorrow if you're around then. Otherwise, enjoy the event, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye, everyone.